Okay, we're rolling.
Yeah.
So, hey there, lads and lasses. This here is Thunderhand 64 coming at you live from the west coast of the United States here on a Sunday afternoon. Obviously, with me is
I
the mighty Kaachee back from Taiwan. Woo, we're finally doing a Kaachee time. Okay, so one of the things we wanted to try to do today, well, Kaachee in the flesh. Yes, that's him. Welcome in, Cyclopsalops. Good to see you, my friend. One of the things we're going to try to do today is we're going to see if Kachi wanted to try to do some music competition
composition.
composition
Yeah.
today on his iPad. So we've been working really hard trying to get the audio to be configured correctly.
It's like the last hour.
This is the best that we could come up with for right now. So we're going to try this and we're going to see if this is going to be good enough. Hopefully it will. Um, So let's switch over to the display screen here. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. So we have Kachi's GarageBand is on his iPad,
Yeah.
and so we have his iPad going into Discord, Discord going into OBS, and coming out into the stream. So hopefully you guys can hear both of our voices coming in through the mic here. And you should be able to hear Kachi's iPad as well. So if I'm hitting my C2, there's a little bit of a delay,
Yeah.
but you guys should be able to hear that. And so, Kachi, what kind of music are we going to work on today?
Um. Well, this is festive wanted me to make something, so yeah, I'm making something. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so festive being help the people out now.
Festive is the lore writer and one of the music composers for Dummy Defense, and he told me I need to make music, so I'm making music.
Okay, so this is festive board, right?
Yeah.
That's his full screen name. And he told you got to make some music for Dummy Defense, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and so you're going to make an OST, right?
Pretty much. It's for his heaven invasion thing.
First Heaven Invasion thing. So why don't you give a little background on that?
I would load up the Google Slides that pretty much tell everything, but basically there's this thing called Ultima mode in Dummy Defense, and it's like you gotta like kill God or something. You just gotta like kill God or something, and that's pretty much it. So
Okay, so it's a level and a level boss or something you have to do in Dummy Defense, right?
yeah, it's like the secret mode.
Okay, and it's like a secret move. So they've made all of this heaven lore and stuff as part of the game, and so now they need some music to go along with that. And so Kachi usually composes most of his music right now on the in GarageBand on iPad, and so I guess he wants to try to do a little bit of that now.
Festive has also made really good music, so you should definitely listen to that. Festive Board, that's his YouTube channel name.
Yeah, and if you remind me for the VOD archive on YouTube, I'll put the link on him.
Yeah.
Put the link in there for him. All right.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly what boss I'm making this for yet. It's just some random OST I'm making for now. Then that's pretty much it. So I don't really know what I'm doing.
Okay, but usually when you're doing music for something like this,
Oh, actually, I can send you an image of what boss it is. Maybe.
all right, maybe we could work on that. One of the see if I can get both of us in the shot a little bit better. Yeah, because you keep moving the chair out and further away. That's yeah. There you go. Okay, so you want to be in here also so you can speak into the mic.
Yeah.
So one of the things you can do when you're making a piece of music, and especially when you're making a piece of music that's going to be an OST for a game, or it's going to be background music for maybe a film scene or a TV show scene or something. there's usually some kind of emotion involved in that. If it's a sad scene, right, you want some sad kind of music. So that's going to influence, what kind of notes and rhythm and instruments and sounds that you're going to choose, right? If it's a, exciting action scene or something, that's going to, make you choose different notes and things like that. So
Yeah.
major and minor chords, yeah, it's probably going to be some diatonic stuff, basically. So
Yeah.
we'll see. All right, so what kind of scene is this going to be in the game?
Well, it's a boss OST, so
Right, so boss OST, so definitely going to be an action scene,
probably.
all right? Okay, and what kind of instruments are you thinking on?
Well, I'll just two guitars, drum set, two guitars, drum set, and a bass. That's all I'm gonna do.
I can't get the mic any closer, so you really want
It's
to
like
pull your
this.
seat up. Unless you just want to stand for it, but that way you can move in and out of the mic easier. All right, so basically the virtual instruments right now in the GarageBand app. All right, and it looks like you already have some tracks there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to roll it and then let them hear what you have so far?
Okay, so the one I'm highlighting right now, I'm just gonna tell you which one is which. This is like the lead guitar. This is like bass guitar, and then this is the actual bass, and this is just drums. So that's all you need to know. So.
Yeah, just bring down the volume a little bit. Can you?
Nothing that makes a difference. That quieter? Because this is like.
See where it's peeking out over the gold right now? You can get it, so it's just below that. So I can bring it down a little bit. It just stopped.
But yeah, because I paused it.
Oh, can you turn it back on? I'm adjusting the sound. Okay, so sorry, we were trying to mix sound while that was going and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, what was the drum track at the very, very end there?
That is this part I'm highlighting right now.
Okay, so you were.
I was right here.
Oh, okay, so you just moved that now. You just edited that now.
Yeah, because that was just temporary. It's needed to see what it sounded like.
Okay, so here into there.
Yeah, so pretty much I'm just gonna do a break here. So it's just gonna play this one line. Everything stops except for this guitar, and then it just plays a different melody. That's pretty much what's gonna be there. Yeah, so it would pretty much this is what it would look like. So it will.
Okay, so you're going to repeat the second verse, right?
No, just to show you what it's gonna sound like, pretty much. But like, I'm gonna change. There's gonna be a different melody there, but that's just like. I don't know how to describe what I'm saying right now, but.
Okay, so you're just going to do a variation on your first that first
probably,
verse.
Probably some like type of variation, yeah.
All right, all right. So, why don't you run this for a little bit while I set up over here?
Okay.
Because I can give you guys a little. Add the iconic. All right, this should be good enough just so we can. Just so I can do some analysis here while I'm.
Do you want me to mute the bass, or do you want to?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, I'll bring that up right about there. So you can roll that again, probably from the beginning. That's what it sounds like, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that last note was a little lower.
And right about here.
Yeah, I think so.
So that sounds like you're in B minor right there. We're a little bit out of tune. But you can, on your keyboard, you can see what the notes are, right?
Yeah.
Especially if you zoom up to edit. Okay. C, right? C, and then it sounds like G going up to the fifth.
Yeah, that's a G. That's a D sharp. So it just goes back to a D natural again. I think that's a yeah that. F natural.
Yep. Okay, so it sounds like you're going down right there to let me see, E, F, G sharp, A flat.
G sharp A flat.
Okay, right there, right. We'll say A flat because you're going down.
Yeah.
All right. So it sounds like you're in C,
Yeah.
and you're going down to A flat.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bass time, yeah. B minor, no, don't mind me. Just a B minor chord. Actually, it's a little bit flat. It's up a little more. It's C. So half step higher. All right, so sticking to the minor chords for the most part, right? So we've got the, C minor scale?
Yeah.
Then it sounds like you're going down to the A flat minor.
Yeah.
So a little modulation there. So we could also play that way down there because we get the 5 string, baby. Right. Okay, so let's roll through it. Okay, I would keep that bass line like it is. That's good. So that's mostly fifths and octaves. So. Okay, you're putting a rim shot in there. And this is kind of like bass drops out here, right? Oh, so you want a bass for this part. Okay, so this is good. So you're putting the 8th note pulse in there.
Yeah, that's actually it's in the same part right here. I just
This part I really like.
the main part.
Yeah, where you're pumping the 8th notes under the line. So let's do a pause. Let me see. Let's get caught up with Cyclops Ellipse here.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, I understand. I can only read tabs and sheet music, and I do chords and just try them out to see what it sounds right. Music theory is scared of me. This makes me want to play guitar, but 'tis 1 a.m., so I shall not. Okay. What we're trying to do here is Kaachee consulted me on this. What Kaachee was doing for his bass lines initially, and you can hear him do this, and this is what a lot of rock songs do. The bass just follows the guitar melody. right? Just an octave lower, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not about to plug in the guitar and do all that, but and that's usually a cool thing to do, but it's not the strongest, biggest sound.
Yeah.
So while a singing verse is going or something, maybe that's a good thing to do, right? But what sounds better, especially in a rock song, is when you want to crank that riff along. It's better to have the bass doing a pulse on the bottom on the root note, while the guitar on the top is la 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 la, that kind of a thing. So plus it kind of reinforces the harmony a little bit better too, right? Because you get to hear the melody notes against the root note throughout the entire riff. So your brain gets a second to compare those intervals along the line too. So my two main rock influences are Steve Harris from Iron Maiden and Bob Daisley, who did a lot of work with Ozzy, especially on the Blizzard of Oz album and the Diary of a Madman album. And that kind of line while Randy Rhoads is cranking out on the guitar above that is definitely a Bob Daisley kind of thing. That is Bob Daisley all the way. So Kaachee was asking me, how can I get a better bass for that part? And so this is like the next step in music composition. So I gave him, all right, try during this kind of part of the music, try doing the bass as like a pulse under the guitar. Instead of throughout the whole song, it's just matching the guitar. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, love when they do that. I know what root note means. Woo! Oh, yeah. One time during a band, the bassist complained that just doing a simple riff was boring. Thoughts? Never boring. But it all depends on what the song calls for, right? And also, if you're singing and directing the band at the same time, those passages where you're just hammering on one note is kind of nice because it makes the singing part a little easier, right? But if you're just a bass player and that's all you're doing throughout the entire song, and you're doing that song after song after song, yeah, that's super boring. It really is. But doing that during certain sections of certain songs and stuff is super cool. Especially, when you get the right mix and the drummer knows what to do when you're doing that, and it's got to be done. It's got to be done in the right spots to get the right effect. And then, especially if you're playing bass, you can really dig into those eighth notes and really slam those things out. And it's super cool. It's like if you're a guitar player, sometimes you're just playing power chords, right? They're not like these super intricate chords. They're just firsts, fifths, and octaves. They're not complicated, but they sound awesome, So if you had to do that for like the entire song for every song, yeah, that might be boring, right? But during certain parts of the songs, that just launches the whole song forward, right? And you'll feel it, especially when you're playing with other musicians, right? Let me see. It was Zombie by the Cranberries. Oh, yeah. But that doesn't actually stay on the root for the whole song, though. It follows the chords through the whole song, but it is basically just thumping eighth notes for most of that. But that's what that song needs. Like if I was playing bass for that song, and I don't think I've ever covered that one in any of my other bands, but I would be perfectly content to play eighth notes through that whole song. Also, if you're doing 40 to 50 songs a night in a set, it's nice to have a break where you're just playing eighth notes. Now, Kaachee plays viola in orchestra, right? And when you're playing like long, intricate passages, right, it's nice to have a break where you're doing either something simple, or especially if you're in an orchestra, your instrument drops out. Yeah. And you're like, oh,
No,
thank God.
That's the one good thing about viola is that you take breaks a lot. So
Yeah, because viola is actually more of an enhancement kind of instrument, the way it's used in most orchestral pieces,
yeah,
right? And so, you're just adding, like, putting something in between the cellos and the violins,
yeah,
right? And mostly just reinforcing the top end of the cellos, I think, is mostly what's happening there, right? So from what I've heard from the pieces that his orchestra has played, right?
1812 overture was a nightmare. Just saying. 1812 overture was a nightmare to play.
Yeah, that was pretty heavy duty. Soup orchestra. Those concerts are hours long. Yeah, even Kaachee's orchestra right now is pretty much a kids orchestra still. Though he may be stepping up this next year, we'll see, into the youth orchestra. But they'll do 3, sometimes 4 pieces, and that's an hour long, easily, with just 3 or 4 pieces, right? So, plus, the students have to learn those pieces as well, right? And there's not a lot of time because of their school and their other activities and stuff like that. So his orchestra doesn't really, or doesn't try to overload them with too many songs, right? Alrighty. So we have 2 pieces here, right? Or this is what would be like an A-B kind of song, right? And so far, it sounds like you have your A part.
Yeah.
Right? And so let's roll it back from the beginning. So this is just a variation of the A part, which would serve as an intro, right? And Kaachee's good at this. Now it kicks in. Little interlude. Okay, now this is a variation on the A part. Okay, freeze it there. Right. Okay. So he's got most of his A part already done, and so it looks like it sounds like it's variations of that one A part all the way through.
Yeah.
Right. Which for video game music is a good thing, right? Because you're concentrating on the game, and the music is supposed to be background music, right? So you don't want it to be changing all over the place. Now, if this were a pop song on the radio, though, you would definitely want a B part at the very least, right? Because you get tired of the same riff over and over again. But for game music, this is how game music is designed. I like it, Picasso. Also, Pleasant says hi. Pleasant player. There in the background somewhere. So this last passage where the rim shots come in, you said you wanted a different bass for that, right?
Well, yeah, I don't have a bass at all. So.
All right, so roll that back just for that one section. So I would probably do a descending thing, and that because it would bring you into this really good. So roll the section right before that. Okay, roll that. So I'll let his bass line do that. then back in there. You might want to make that section a little bit longer, where you're doing the eighth note thing. You might want to make that a little bit longer, but again, your choice. But that section where you don't have bass, I would try that. So you're going to have a C. There it is. And then you're going to have a B flat. Then you're going to have an A flat. And then back to B flat, which we would say A sharp because we're going back up, right? And then just repeat that. But stay on them for the, so C, B flat, 3, 4, A flat, 3, 4, A flat, B flat, C. Now that you know what the notes are, right? Now play that section again. I'll play along to it. All right. Back it up a little before that. Sorry. Just let them ring. Something like that. So it'd be, and then you go right into that. So I would try something like that.
Like just hold it out for a measure, right?
1, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that, maybe. Right? Try something like that, and just let the bass notes ring out like that, because you're going from that la 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 into that kind of rhythm, and then you're going from there into a dum 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 eighth note pulse. So you want something to kind of transition from here into there, right? So you don't want them to have the same kinds of rhythms here, right? And so this would be in the middle, would be a good build up to that. Just letting them ring like this. Again, if you're just looking at the bass, what the bass is doing there. Now, I usually will play 2 notes at the same time. So it's not really a chord. It's kind of like a dyad, but with a octave. We call that a double stop, right? So it sounds like 2 basses at the same time. So there's the C with the C on top, the C octave, and I'll just pluck those at the same time. It just makes it sound fuller, right? Now, bass players might complain that that's boring by itself, but in the song, that works out really cool when everything's adjusted and it all works together. Shut Mountain! All right. Okay, here, slight variation. So let me see. That should probably, because I'm listening to what you're playing there, it should probably go C, B flat, A flat, A flat, B flat, C, like that. It just matches the riff you're playing better. Yeah. See, Kaachee's so awesome. See how fast you got that? That's so cool. Yeah, so now you're going to copy it and move it up, right? An octave. All right. Okay, you got it a little bit out of sync. So you're going to have to probably match at least the hits on the grid a little bit better. So yeah, just clean it up and get them on the grid. You know you can go into edit and adjust them, right? Nice. And then just repeat that for the second part. Yeah, and you could just copy and paste that, right? There you go. Okay, that's cool. My next suggestion is to make it sound a little bit better. Is make another bass track. You know what I'm going to do, right? Copy this onto the other bass track, and then change the bass sound. Yeah, let's choose a different bass sound. So, what have you got? What were you using here before? Right. Let me see. Try P bass. Let's see what P bass sounds like. You want something that has a lot of sustain, right? See, the Liverpool one is going to die pretty quick because it's more like a Motown. You know, they want a Beatles sound, the Hofner bass, right? So that's going to sound pretty. It's going to die pretty quick because it's that kind of music, right? But for this, you want a lot of sustain, right? All right. So right. So go back now. Go back to your edit screen. Right. And you should be good there, right? Yeah, yeah. Double them up. It'll sound better. Yeah. I would make this section twice as long and then go back into that. And that's probably the only stuff I'm going to suggest to you because I one of the things I try to do is I try not to get too excited about this, and I try not to like overwhelm Kaachee with suggestions, right? So I'll only try to give him like a few, and then I want him to go off and see if he can apply those, and then I'll just wait for him to come back to me because otherwise I'll get excited because it's a good piece of music, and I'll wind up like rewriting the whole song, and and I'll make it into something. And I don't want to do that. I want this to be Kaachee's thing, right? And so, but that would be my last suggestion: is taking this pulse riff here, this part where you break into the. Taking that part and making that twice as long as you have it. And that's probably the last thing I'm going to do. But make sure you copy all of this over.
Oh, so
Yeah, the whole yeah, all of the instruments twice as long in that section.
so do I continue this part or do I just finish this part and just keep the pulsing bass for this part?
No, just take what you had here, all of the instruments, and repeat it twice as long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For this, I might like.
Yeah, because you have a little bit of a transition there for a roll, right?
Yeah.
I would keep the same one.
Well, no, because then I have to change this part because that's
Right, but take the first measure of that drum lick.
yeah, and then just change the end.
Yeah, there you go. Here it is. Right there. That's the octave. Good thing about the 5 string is we have that super low C. The only reason why I haven't suggested Kaachee uses that yet is because then it goes down to a B flat and an A flat, and don't have those. B is the lowest note I've got on this one. But since C is the root note for all of it, there's probably an opportunity to put that C0 in there. There's probably some place where that could go in.
Oh wait, what do I do for the kick here? I might just repeat this.
I would just copy it. In fact, I was thinking you should just copy exactly what you had there and just double that.
Well, no, because then the
But you would have the roll in there, right?
yeah,
That's what you're thinking of, right?
this part is supposed to go with that. You see?
Right. So I would cut this part out and then take, what is that, one measure
Yeah.
of this and copy it into that.
Okay.
So you know how to use slice and chop out a piece?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I would maybe copy a measure of this and fill that gap with it. Or I think you could just drag it over, right? And will it?
Let's see if that would work.
And then within that slice, you can copy within there in the blank space that'll leave.
Yeah. I just feel like this. I just want to make a custom part here because I just feel like it's just gonna drive the listener's mind crazy if they just hear that same drum part.
Yeah, well, hear how it sounds extended first and make sure that my suggestion is a good one because it's not always a good one. Back it up so you can get the full transition, right? There you go. All right, so this next part should be twice as long. Does that sound better to you, or you don't have to do it if you don't want to? Yeah, but I mean, just getting it twice as long.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Right, right. Because sometimes if it goes by too quick,
Yeah.
brain doesn't get a chance to process it. Right. So, yeah. So now, yeah, just customize the drums a little bit now. Right. So you get a little coda there at the end. It's like a false resolution, right?
Yeah.
Like you think it's going to end, but it actually brings it into one more time, and then the big resolution transition into the next part, right? Okay. Cyclops, did you actually type play Freebird in there? Oh, if I could get to Switzerland. No one heard me. How's the music going? Good. We almost have the transition in. So we're gonna have to put in some an anti-copyright challenge statement in there for this one, because you know they're gonna give you some crap for this. Someone's gonna try to claim that they wrote this. So. How does it sound?
Change the bass.
Nice. Nicely done, son. Nicely done. All right. Is there anything else you want to show them? We started around 4-ish. It's almost 5 now.
Well, I could give them. I could show them something. Oh, right here. Okay, so this song I have loaded up right now. Festive has told me to use the Letty motive of this song for a completely different song.
The motif for this?
Yeah, the Letty motif. Yeah.
Okay. And use this for a totally different song.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the original song you're lifting this from?
This one right here. I'll show
Well,
you.
what's it called and who does it?
Dual Blade Maniac, and I made this. So he wants me to use the motif.
Okay. So this is one of your original songs.
Yes. By the way, I did heavily base this off of Stains of Time by I forgot the name of the composer, but yeah, there's a Metal Gear Rising composer, so this is really heavily inspired by that. So
All right. So roll the original. Let them know the part that you're going to be lifting out.
yeah.
Okay.
Right there.
I like your double time kick there. Good. You put the break in there. That's good.
This is when I first started actually.
Yeah. Like how old is this song?
Like a couple of months ago. That's it. So
All right. So now, where's the part that you're going to lift out again? Let's review that.
this part.
All right. Now, so Festive wants you to take that piece now out of there and make a whole other song out of that.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right.
Let me see if I can send you some images real quick.
Okay, cool.
Feel free to look at any songs on my iPad.
Right. I've got to wrap up some of this stuff so we don't trip over it and stuff. I don't know if you guys can hear me from back here. I think so. I think I could see the meter pegging. So, all right, let's do this. This is actually a pretty small space here, and so when I have more than one person in here, I got to make sure that we don't trip over chords and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I just sent you something on Discord.
Okay, hold on. Let me get this coiled up and out of the way.
Oh yeah,
Keep that right there. All right. Let's see what Kaachee's got here. I'll check it on my phone first.
Well, I mean, you can just check on your computer.
Yeah, I could, but I don't want that to get messed up.
Check. I sent it directly to you.
All right, so it should be in this, right?
No, direct messages. Just go to the top. Yeah.
There it is. Right there. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so you want to show this?
Yeah.
All right, so we will do. Is it still Kaachee Alt? No, it's your other Kaachee, right? Your other account.
I made one.
Your main account. His main account. Right there. Okay, right here. Is this what?
Is for the other completely different song that's.
Oh, here.
That boss is for the completely other song that uses the motif. So that's for that guy.
All right. So you're going to take this section out of this song, and you're going to make a completely different piece of music with it for this boss.
Yes.
All right. You got to speak into the mic, little dude.
I'm trying to.
Yeah. So let me see. All right, and at what level is this boss going to come into now for the dummy defense game?
Ask Festive. I don't know.
Okay. By the way, a number of the viewers are probably not aware to any of the recent changes in your dev team.
Oh yeah, we have a lot more people now.
Right. So you might want to just like quickly run down the list of who's new and who's doing what. For the dummy defense game, because it's been a while since we've streamed, but it's also been a while since we've have fun. Good luck with the music. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Psych, for dropping by. Yeah, so you might want to just give them a quick update on the dev team.
Huh? Oh yeah. Okay. So
just go down each member and what they do.
So Tezivu, the owner of the game, one of my best friends since like kindergarten, he's the owner. He's a modeler, an animator, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And then me, the co-founder, the founder and the co-owner, artist, animator, musician, 3D modeler, animator, and designer for game.
That's my boy right there.
And then Random Guy is a modeler and animator. Soup is a modeler. Casual Burger is a modeler. Festive is a music composer and the lore writer. And then Soil is a artist.
So Casual and Soil, I don't think I've met them yet, right?
No.
No, they're new. Okay.
They're both Festive's friends. So yeah, Casual is a very cool person. He also does animating. So yeah.
All right. Also, what other changes have happened since last Sunday to your setup over there?
Oh yeah, I got a new table that's very big, and I have a desk. Well, like yeah, my I have a thing under my table too that has my PC and a ton of manga. Uh, and then I also have a drawing pad now. If you can see, I hope
Mostly though, the software that you're using.
yeah, I used the drawing tablet and Clip Studio Paint for that drawing, and that's the unfinished version.
All right, yeah. So I set up Kachi with a whole new workstation that I built for him while he was in Taiwan, and it's bigger than mine. So it's got adjustable height. I built the same kind of shelf on the bottom. It's the same kind of setup. I've got the Husky workbench here that I bought mine brand new, and I've got the 62-inch version. And I was looking for another used one for him, but I couldn't find the 62-inch version. I picked up a 46-inch version, which is shorter. And then I was thinking, you know what, maybe if I just changed the top. So I was lucky I found a nice hardwood top for it, 24 inches wide and 89 inches long. And so I just quickly cleaned it up and refinished it, swapped the tops on them, built the media shelf for the gear underneath it and stuff, and then took out his old desk and set up all that stuff on his new desk. So he's got that. I also set him up with it's an older drawing tablet just to get him started, but it's the Wacom Bamboo. I think it's the CL470. But it's an older drawing tablet, but I just wanted to see how he would take to it. I think he's adapted to it quite well.
It's very easy.
Cool, because I couldn't. The thing where I have the tablet down on the desk, but I'm looking at the output up on the screen. I think when I was drawing, I just drawn on paper for way too long to get that kind of coordination. So instead, I have the Gaumon, the PD 2200 here. And this kind of thing, if I open up Clip Studio in here, I can like use the, let me get this over here. I can use the pen right on the monitor, and it gives more of like a replication of drawing directly on the surface that you're doing. But this thing is really expensive. And so what I was hoping was that Kaachee is young enough that Kaachee is young enough where he hasn't gotten used to drawing on paper rigidly enough where he couldn't transfer over into using the tablet. And I was right. He took to it right away. So nice. So I'll let him use that for a while, and then we'll consider upgrading to a better tablet for him, But right now I just want him to practice with that tablet.
Yeah.
But you can see he's already producing art with it.
That one too.
Yeah, let me get the cursor out of the way. He's already producing art with it and stuff like that. So, yeah, let me select the other one down below it. There we go.
Yeah.
So he's already getting used to working in layers, and doing color fills and stuff like that. So, taken to it right away. Yeah. But Kaachee is also in arts STEM school here in Southern California, and it's a pretty famous one. And so he's going to be doing a lot more of this stuff anyway. So that's one of the reasons why I had to, redo his workstation, get his 3D printer set up, get him set up with Clip Studio and all of that stuff, because just for school alone, he's going to be doing quite a bit of this stuff quite soon. So,
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you wanted to show everybody, or you're pretty much set for the day?
Pretty much set.
Alrighty, let's close out the stream. Let's switch over to the cam. There we go. All right, so thank you everybody for joining us today for a very different kind of Kaachee Time. I'm hoping we'll be able to do this a little bit better next time. This is one of those things where, at the last minute we decided to try to do this, and trying to work out the audio for this is crazy. I think after the stream, though, the right way to have done this is going to dawn on me. when it doesn't matter. But maybe we'll be able to set up better next time and get some better audio going and stuff. So we'll see if we can do that. Right now, let's look and let's see if there's anybody to whom I want to raid out. Yes, our fellow buffoon, Mr. Lone Star, right now, looks like he's still playing Fallout 4. Because he started this about, I saw his stream starting like about maybe 4 hours ago, I think. So we'll we'll raid on over to Lone Star. You're going to sign off?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go. Okay, bye.
Kaachee. So cool that Kaachee had the idea to do music. I'm so glad that we were able to pull that off and show a little bit of that kind of stuff. Anyway, so all right, let's get set up for the raid. Let's do this. There it is. Yes. Okay, so there is the raid message in the chat. You can copy and paste that into the chat if you would like to join us. And I always request that people come along with us on the raid, even if you can't stay for the entire stream. Just drop in, say hi, and if you feel so inclined, maybe drop some bits, some subs, a follow. That would be super, super cool. Let's set up the raid itself here. Raid Mr. Lone Star. And we never say the digits at the end of Lone Star's screen name. Why did that not type any of that? Wow. Okay. Yeah, Twitch is going nuts right now. All right, I think that'll do it. There we go. And the raid is counting down. Family-friendly viewers, just remember that Lone Star's stream is rated mature, but it's super funny. Right now he's playing Fallout 4. He might even be playing the mod that fellow buffoon VIP, Real Foolish Sage, has been streaming, where they have a London mod for that. It's really, really cool. I don't know if he's playing, but we can log in and we can check that out. Let me see. Yeah, okay. So just remember that we do this Kaachee Time. Kaachee is back, and we do this Kaachee Time stream every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our next stream will be on Wednesday. That will be Generations, and we'll probably be doing Baby Zombie Rush. Yeah, I've got Lightmatica worked out now, and I need to just fumble around with it and get it set so I can actually do some stuff on stream with it. But that should be Wednesday from noon to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then there'll be a Buffooncraft stream on Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll probably be on the Season 5 server since the community server isn't ready yet. But we'll see what happens at that time. Until then, rating out to Mr. Lone Star now. Bye for now, everyone.